What's going on, everybody? This is Mattdoesfitness, and the bloody cat's just coughed up furballs all over the carpet. Furballs was our hamster. Hello and welcome to my Throwback Thursday, episode 14. And today's episode is a little bit of a different one in that it's kind of showing kind of like a different side to me, if you like. Now, the reasoning behind the video is that, again, as is pretty much always the case, a lot of you guys are newer subscribers to the channel or haven't been around for a massive amount of time, so aren't familiar with my background. Now, I get questions all the time about how long I've been lifting for, how long I've been training for, what my kind of training history is like. And so this video will kind of go some way to clearing a bit of that up. Now, in case you are unaware, I used to be a track and field athlete. I used to do long jump and triple jump. I suffered a back injury a few years ago, I think like 3 years ago now. So been powerlifting for the last year and a bit, and I haven't done any kind of running or jumping for a while now because A, because my back is not completely comfortable with it, and B, because it's just not really conducive to the kind of training that I'm doing now. I just don't really ever find a chance. I'm always sore from squats and deadlifts, etc. So it just never really kind of ties in. That said, going back when I made this video, which was like last summer, so maybe like 9 months, 10 months or so ago, I was still kind of, I don't want to lose the ability to sprint, so I'm still going to try and, when it gets to the summer, I'll probably go out and do a couple of sprints if I can, because like I said, I think it's really important just to be able to run. I don't want to turn into a big, bulky powerlifter that can't sprint, So going back to this video, I was going out and doing a few sprints here and there, and I actually filmed a little session I did up on the beach. So just a few kind of sprints, some drills and stuff on the seafront, just to give you an idea of the kind of stuff that that kind of training would involve, and what I would have been doing back in the day when I was competing as an athlete. Now, like I said, I do think sprinting is like a fundamental skill. I do think that everyone should be able to sprint. I think if you get to the point where you're so immobile or so big that you can't sprint properly, I think there's an issue there. So I do think you should always do that. Human beings, in my opinion, should be able to run. If there was some kind of major issue and you were required to run away and you couldn't, you're screwed. There's no good saying, oh, I can, guys, don't worry, we're okay, I can just bench press my way out of this. Not going to work, is it? So I think sprinting is a really, really important skill. If you've seen The Walking Dead, if those guys couldn't run, they'd be in trouble. So that's all I'm saying. Although saying that the zombies are always quite slow, so I guess like a steady jog probably be all right. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off track here. Like I said, the video is just a bit of kind of some sprinting type work that I've done in the past, and I thought it would be cool to share it with you. If you disagree, then unlucky, because you're already well into the video by now, so you just wasted a few minutes of your life that you're never getting back. Now, for this one, I would suggest you strip down to your underwear, go outside and pick some flowers, but in your underwear, and pick them from like someone's garden perhaps. Try and get a variety of different flowers. Come inside, get some paper, stick the flowers to the paper, fold the paper up into almost like a makeshift envelope. Put your own address on it, obviously stamp it, make sure the stamp is sufficient for the envelope to reach your address. Go and post it, again still in your underwear, and then when you finally reach that, receive that in the post, 2 or 3 days later, depending on what class of stamp you've used, just open it up, enjoy it, and then sit back and watch. What's going on, everybody? This is Mattdoesfitness, and if there's one issue I have, is that I'm really paranoid. But am I paranoid enough? Okay, right, I made this video, you can probably tell it's me on a beach doing all kinds of running around things. Basically, loads of people have asked to see, that's a lie, some people have asked to see some more kind of athletic type things, like running, jumping related things. Now, I can't properly jump because of my back. Haven't been able to jump for about 1.5 years since I stopped track and field because of a prolapse disc, but I am gradually getting back into a little bit of sprinting. I've started doing a little bit kind of every so often as my back allows. And to be honest, I'm feeling pretty good. So the other day I went down to the beach pretty early in the morning to avoid embarrassment and did a few drills, a few little strides, a few accelerations, just a couple of bits. And I felt pretty good. I thought I'd film it to show you some of the stuff that I do. So what you're seeing here is all my kind of warm-uppy type stuff, just a little, a few little drills, a few little kind of jogs and bounces and stuff. Here's the arbitrary slow-mo, just so you can enjoy that reactional strength. To be honest, the irony is, since I've stopped competing and training as an athlete, obviously my athletic ability has reduced, but I still feel pretty explosive and fairly reactive and fast. I mean, you'll see here, I start to do a few strides and some accelerations and stuff. My biomechanics definitely are not as good as they were. I'm pretty restricted now. I think obviously that's partly down to I'm not doing as anywhere near as much kind of mobility work as I was when I was an athlete. Also, obviously, I'm not doing anywhere near as much just running in general, so my technique has obviously deteriorated a little bit. But to be honest, it's not too bad. The reasons I'm doing this kind of stuff is, I think, twofold, really. I mean, firstly, I think it's important to, obviously, I am a powerlifter. I think kind of running, sprinting is like a fundamental skill. If I was ever being chased by someone, some kind of pervert, then obviously I'd need to be able to run away fast, so it's quite important from a survival point of view. Also, I have a sports day where I work. I have a sports day coming up and I've got to run in a relay, so I've been bigging myself up. I can't let people down, so yeah, on that front, obviously it's quite important as well to save face. But that's it really. I just thought I would show you some of the stuff I do, like I say, just to give you kind of insight. I probably at the moment am doing, like literally 10 minutes of kind of sprinting and striding every couple of weeks or so. I want to try and build up, so I'm doing it kind of once a week just to maintain just a base level of speed really and kind of athletic ability. Because like I say, I do want to maintain that as I get stronger. But that was it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and I will see you tomorrow.